What's up, Pastor? What's up, my niggas? Pastor, I'm going to show you how to dissect this shit. Something was done to the child. It's not the child's fault. Somebody had wronged that child. Child grows up to be an adult. Go off to college, go to the military, whatever. They seem like they're okay. But watch this, Pastor. The thing that was done to them is in them now. Go to the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 3. I'm going to break this down for you, Pastor. I'm going to show you how our ancestors have left this book for us. Do you follow what I'm saying? To eradicate us of this rapist, murderous mindset. Because what was done to our ancestors, that slavery shit, it wasn't their fault. It's not our fault. But it doesn't negate the fact that the thing is still in us. It's our responsibility to deal with it. And this book right here gives you a spiritual blueprint of how to eradicate that shit about our souls. Watch this, Pastor. Go to the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 3. Exodus, chapter 20, verse 3. And I somewhat quote, have no other God, watch the word, before me. What you mean, God? I'm going to say it again. Have no other God before me. If you're before me, you're in front of me. If you're before me, you're in front of me. So what I'm going to do is interject the word before with in front. Let's see how it sounds, Pastor. Watch this. Act like this is the Spirit of God right here. Watch this. Have no other God, watch this, before me. Interject the word before with in front. Have no other God in front of me. Now you're blocking the Spirit. You're blocking God. You don't even know it. You're blocking the Spirit. You're blocking the light. Now your view upon reality is through dark lenses. You can still see in darkness, but all your choices and decisions will be based upon you looking through these darkened lenses. But watch this, Pastor. It gets better. You ready? Go to Ephesians chapter 4, verse 18. Watch this book, Pastor. Just watch. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 18. And I somewhat quote, nigga. Watch this. Having their understanding, you ready? Darkened. Remember this now, being alienated from the life of God. Why is that? Through ignorance. See, you don't know how this shit works. Being alienated from the life of God through ignorance. Don't forget it's not your fault. Go to the book of Numbers, nigga. Chapter 19, verse 13. Get there, Pastor. Go to the book of Numbers, chapter 19, verse 13. Watch this, my nigga. Now, don't forget, this is in the Old Testament. You niggas say the Old Testament ain't in play, but y'all just don't know how to dissect this Bible. Watch this. Now, don't forget what we just covered. Being alienated from the life of God through ignorance because your understanding is darkened. Watch this. And don't forget, that thing that was placed upon you, that wrong that was did to you, wasn't your fault. All right? Go to the book of Numbers, chapter 19, verse 13. And here's the law. If any man touches a dead body of a dead man and purifies himself not, defileth the tabernacle of the Lord. But what's going to be the result? Keep reading, nigga. And the result is you should be cut off from Israel. So if you cut off from Israel, guess who else you cut off from? God. Because God was in the midst of the nation of Israel. So in other words, what they're saying correlates. If you're cut off from Israel, you're cut off from God. Don't you get it? It never said they killed anybody. You got to catch the language. Go to the next verse. Go to Numbers, chapter 19, verse 14. And I somewhat quote, for this is the law. If a man dies in the tent, there go Uncle Lou, y'all. He died of old age. All the family around and shit. We looking at Uncle Lou die. But watch this. Here's the law. Numbers chapter 19. Watch this. Numbers chapter 19, verse 14. If any man dies in a tent, all the people in that tent is now defiled. It never said they killed the man. We didn't kill Uncle Lou. The nigga died of old age. And then on top of that, all the people that comes into the tent is defiled. For any man, Numbers chapter 19, verse 13, that touches the dead body of a dead man, it never said they killed the man. The next verse. The next verse. If a man dies in a tent, everybody in that tent is defiled. It never said they killed the man. Don't you get it? The thing that was done to you is not your fault. What I just read to you was they didn't kill nobody, but they came in contact with the body of death. Us Negroes here in America have come in contact with some people. The shit that we laugh at as black people, we don't even know we should be laughing at it. We find our own self-genocide as entertainment. Is you with me? Follow this, Pastor. Just watch. We're worshiping an idol and don't even know it because we don't have our own mindset. We don't wear the mindset of our ancestors, of who we truly are. We wear the mindset of these people. Do you follow what I'm saying? Watch this, Pastor. Go to the book of Hosea, chapter 13, verse 2. Watch how this book talks to us. Watch this. Hosea, chapter 13, verse 2, and I somewhat quote. Watch this. For they have sinned. Now, don't forget this is the Old Testament. You niggas say it ain't in play, but y'all don't know how to dissect this book. But just watch. For they have sinned more and more. Damn, God, what they do? Keep reading, nigga. I'll tell you. For they have sinned more and more. They have went and made themselves molten images of silver and idols according to their understanding. Their understanding, don't forget your understanding is darkened. And you keep replaying this incident, putting it in front of God. You're worshiping the idol, but just watch, it gets better. I'm going to run it back again. Hosea chapter 13, verse 2. For they have sinned more and more. For they have went and made, watch this, molten images of silver. Molten, stop. Watch this, Pastor. Watch this, Pastor. Watch this, Pastor. They have made molten images of silver. Why molten? Look up the definition of molten. Molten, this is what you're going to get. Molten is that in which there was once a solid state. It was solid, and because of high temperatures, now it's a liquid. You got to remember that, Pastor. So it was a solid state at one time, and then because of high temperatures, it became a liquid. Watch this. If it was a solid state, and then it became a liquid, guess what that means? It can flow. Your false god can flow. The material that they're making out of your false god, it can flow. Let me show you what it's really saying, Pastor. Let's say, because to make a molten image, you're going to be melting the mineral. Gold, silver. Right here it says silver, but it could be gold, silver, lead. And you put it and put high temperatures on it, and then it's going to start melting. But just watch. When you pour the silver, they had the shape of cast, a mold. Right? So you see me shaping this cast and this mold of this false god. Now don't forget, molten was once a solid, and then because of high temperatures, it became a liquid, meaning it can float. Watch this. So if I'm shaping the molds or the cast, the mold of the cast, that in which the silver gonna be poured in. So I'm shaping it. I'm shaping this false god. You come along and you go just like this. What's up, nigga? What you making? I say, nigga, you know, I'm making my false god. And then you say, how do you know to shape? You got the god with 6 wings, fangs, and big ass ears. How do you know to shape your false god like that? Watch the word molten. Don't forget it was a solid, and then it became a liquid, meaning it can flow. If I'm shaping the false god, or I'm shaping the cast a certain way, the false god was here. Don't you get it? They're showing you that listen, the idol, the image is here, and then it traveled and found expressions through my fingertips. That's why the nigga does this, killing another black man. Did you catch that, Pastor? Part 2 coming up, nigga.